surrounded by storms. It's the second time in not very long that I've felt like a bit of an adventurer, an explorer.
Riley nearly knelt on a stonefish. What? It's like neon pink.
Look at that.
Oh man. What?
It's ridiculous.
Oh!
I haven't seen anything like that ever.
Last time here on The Vagabond, you were with us as we arrived in Turks and Caicos after a series of unfortunate events of running aground and then Riles falling down an open hatch.
Alright, what your attention was up.
You're going to have to learn how to do that, Elayna.
As Machu would say,
It is a disaster.
we managed to pick up Riley's dad Tony and stepmom Joanne from the airport and family friends before we set off for a week-long adventure around the incredible archipelago of Caicos. So a dive boat came by this morning and asked us if we could move off our mooring, which we knew what was going to happen. It said in the book that these guys, well, they're basically playing musical chairs and they're just moving from mooring to mooring and doing heaps of diving. So they came by this morning, asked us if we could move. We said no worries. So we dropped the mooring line. We're actually just drifting off out to sea right now. And we're about to hoist the main and move to French Quay, Riley.
Elayna, this looks incredible. What have you knocked up here?
This is a vegetarian lasagna, vegan lasagna for the vegans that don't like cheese. And over here is a pot of meat for the meat lovers. So that will have to be heated up to be eaten with it.
It sounds like a difficult meal to
We're
knock up.
catering for everybody's taste here on La Vagabond.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. It looked so good, I actually grabbed the camera and started filming, which doesn't
What?
usually happen.
You're amazing, Celine.
Well,
What about me for filming?
Do not say that until you've eaten it, okay?
I can already tell that's going to be amazing. Have a look at it.
Looks so good.
Did you get to sleep in the end? Just have a big rest.
Yeah.
Feel better?
Yeah, I do. I just needed to lay down and
That's what the
not
doc
do
said.
anything.
Just feeling a bit tired.
Just
Yeah.
really low, like no
Yeah,
energy, like I
yeah,
can't do anything. I
yeah.
don't want to pick myself up, like I just feel dead.
Bit flat.
After a nice steady sail, we dropped anchor in French Quay.
What do you reckon they're here?
I don't know. I reckon those boys over here were a bit suspicious. They took off a million mile an hour that way. I don't know where they've gone.
They've stirred up the birds.
Yeah, I reckon.
So we just walked ashore and we're going to go and check out this boat over here, which is clearly washed up in maybe a hurricane or something. You know? This is pretty sad, isn't it? They all prickles.
They are all prickles.
It's the second time in not very long that I've felt like a bit of an adventurer, an explorer. There's some days on a trip or a holiday which can really tie it all together and make it a bit special, and I think that today was definitely one of those days. Coming over to this island surrounded by birds, finding some cactus and a washed up boat might not sound that amazing, but it's been a good day. It's the one that I always hope to be able to have when people come to visit, and we've just nailed it today. Absolutely pumped. Where'd you find that, Dad?
Just washed up on the beach. It was what we saw in the water this morning. Beautiful.
What else have you found?
A conch shell, and I'm about to attempt to do a Lord of the Flies.
Oh, that lasagna smells nice. Hello.
Hello.
What have you been doing?
Floated out the back of the boat and then watched a movie.
You explored the island earlier.
I did, yeah. Swam to shore and back. Saw a big eagle ray. And then it was just good to be in the water. And now I'm being lazy and I'm watching a movie. And I'm really hungry.
Because you can smell that lasagna.
I didn't even film the end result of the lasagna, but it's all gone, so that's a good sign. It was really nice. Riley's on round. What round are you on?
Three. It's 12:30 and we're anchored really well, but I can't sleep anyway. I've got the anchor alarm on, but we're just surrounded by storms. There's like lightning there and there and there, and I don't think anyone's actually asleep. It's blowing about 25 knots. This angry storm cloud here, which is giving us 15 knots against the wind now, it's crawling upwind, which is not something that I've seen before.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's pretty fierce. So
and the air's gone really cold too, where it was humid this morning.
yeah,
So
and everyone else is just like, oh yeah, angry storm cloud. There's that old marina which I don't want to go to if like on our first go in conditions probably like this. But there's an anchorage this side, there's mooring balls that side, and I just guess we'll pick the lesser of two weevils, Elayna. And also the wind was there, then it was there, now it's here. So I think we're going to miss most of it unless it gets worse ahead.
really, really weird weather. So we had to leave French Quay. We didn't have to leave, but we wanted to because we did know the wind was picking up, so it's really not protected. Whoa! Oh my gosh, water's coming in the front window. So we're moving from French Quay back to West Caicos, where we started our journey. But we're going to go to a few different spots this time. Check out an abandoned hotel, a few more dive sites, and yeah.
Forwards on your right. Yep. And we're all good. Excellent work, everyone. Double water rations.
I think we should all go swimming in the rain. It's good fun.
I think we should too.
Yeah, we're already wet. So we just took a mooring ball back where we first started because it's not so bad. We were going to go into the marina for some super protection, but I think this is better. At least we can swim here.
I'm not happy.
You're not happy?
I want to take a risk. No, it's a good call. Well done, Elayna. Well done, skipper, for the day.
It's not so bad. I'm feeling about 1,000,000 times better today than I did yesterday. Yesterday I just had no energy whatsoever. I stayed in bed all day and I just couldn't explain why, or how I was feeling. It was just like, I felt like I couldn't even lift my body up. So, and today I'm just full of energy, so yes, I'm going to make the most of it. And Riley is going to swim today because his leg's all better. Well, he says it's still a few days until the doctor said he should go swimming, but we've all had a look at it, and we think it's relatively sealed. I think he should be fine. Camera alert. Can I open the curtain just a little bit? What are you doing?
Putting my wetsuit on pants. What does it look like I'm doing?
Because you get to go swimming.
We're going to go for a swim. I've been in what they tell me is world-class dive sites, and I haven't been able to swim because I've had stitches in my leg. I'm still not supposed to be swimming, but
I reckon it's okay. We'll just dab it with Dettol afterwards in case there's any bacteria.
that's right.
Alright, I'll leave you.
I'm sure it'll be fine. That actually hurt a bit.
ready?
Yeah.
They look like the goodies.
So we just got back from our free dive and Riley nearly knelt on a stonefish. It was on the ocean floor looking under, like into like a bit of a cave. And I was looking down and I saw something move it was the exact same colour as the seagrass, but I saw something move, it looked like a rock.
It is the most elusive fish.
And I noticed it was a stonefish because they have such a unique look, they're really fat and like scary looking. And Riley had no idea it was like, you know, maybe 30 centimetres away from his knee, and it actually moved forwards like to come towards him, and I grabbed his weight belt and I pulled him up. And he had no idea what was going on. Like, I had to get him off the ocean floor. But yes, there are stonefish around and it would have been absolute mayhem if he had just got stung. So I'm very glad that he didn't.
That's all they did. The hole wasn't any bigger than that.
I am making this up as I go along. It's trying to run away. I bet there's a thing where you like put one drop of betadine in and it just jumps out.
Thoughts?
I reckon it's really nice.
Tougher than abalone, but edible. Very mild flavour.
I'm happy.
How'd you cook it?
Just in hot oil, very quick, very hot.
Okay.
We're going to go into the marina. There's two reefs which we need to dodge. I'm going to pull up in between-ish them, and Elayna and Dad are going to swim either side of the channel, and I'm going to follow about 40 metres behind them. Pull up and anchor. We're being extraordinarily cautious, and it's a hurricane ravaged marina. I think that you could tie off, but the recommendation is to just anchor in there.
I think you're gonna be fine. The others have gone for a long walk to go and explore the abandoned hotel. And they are going to be drenched right now. Oh! Did that rain wake you up?
Yeah. They're going to be absolutely soaked.
Well, it was drizzling with rain when the boys first came over here to light a fire to cook the fish. And then Hanno came over and said, girls, light the oven to put the fish in because we can't get it started. And then he comes back and says they got the fire cranking now. So Hanno's just gone back to get the fish out of the oven, and we're going to stick it here on the coals and cook up the groper that the boys got on the rod the other day. So that should be lovely.
How's my baby going?
I think he's pretty good. I don't know if we've said, but we had an ultrasound the other day and we saw him moving around, him or her. I think that really made it feel real.
Have you thought much about how this will impact sailing and or YouTubing?
I think we're going to have a lot less free time than we already do, because the boats, you have to manage the boat, which is a full-time job. So to put a baby into that, I guess we'll find out.
And then schooling's another one people are probably wondering
I'm
about.
excited to homeschool a little one. That'd be really fun. I think having the little one on the boat and travelling to the places that we do, it's going to open our eyes to things that, you know, we probably don't see because they're not particularly interesting to us, you know, like kids get excited over animals and the ocean and just hanging out in the park and playing in the grass and feeding the ducks, you know.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore, so I think it'll just bring a new level to our lives.
It's been a while since I've fed ducks.
Me too.
Interesting, I agree with all that. Let's go have a beer by the fire.
I think we should do that.
Go and entertain those bullfeds.
How's that look?
The air's just gotten really cold. Fingers crossed. Guys, amazing! Yeah. What? It's like neon pink. Wow.
Everything out here is all pink and purple and weird colours. It's like when the code D's up in the sunshine. Look at that.
Oh man. What?
Ridiculous.
Oh!
I haven't seen anything like that ever.
Even the sand's pink.
Yeah.
Are you just going to keep sampling, Ryan?
That's good.
Next week, join us as we say goodbye to our guests.
So we just dropped off Tony and Joanne at the airport. Unfortunately, it's just going to be Riley and I on the boat by ourselves again.
And set sail once again.